Good evening, General Assembly. Hey, guys. Hey, hey. Hey, guys. Hey. So we're going to start. Andrew Brown, if you will take us off with attendance, please.
Representative DeBaz. Representative Gallo. Representative Huffman. Representative Sabe. Representative Fitch. Representative Smith Camatheo. Representative Ratliff. Representative Razavi. Representative Tran. Representative Asan. Representative Cunningham. Representative Vaughn. Representative Ha. Representative Shue. Representative Heck. Representative Height. Representative Sevier. Representative McHenry. Representative Ladelpha. Representative Butcher. Representative Wetterston. Representative Comeyer. Representative Relson. Representative Lindell. Representative Liu. Representative Tingley. Representative Cornelius. Representative Ruska. Representative Watts. Representative Feaster. Representative Payne. Representative Stump. Representative Shaw. Representative Alvarado. Representative Toomey. Representative Gladys. Representative Rangaswamy. Representative Ridgway.
President voting.
Treasurer Williams.
Present.
Treasurer Slough. Speaker McKee.
Present.
Vice President Dooner. Vice President Cruz.
Present and voting.
Vice President Cummins.
President voting.
Vice President Shaw. Vice President Hale.
Present and voting.
President Agarwal.
Okay, if there are any guests with us tonight, if you would like to stand and introduce yourself, you are welcome to. Okay. So, yeah.
I'm Ali.
Okay. And if everybody would now please rise for the pledge. Okay, good evening, everyone. We're going to get just started right into old business. Are there any nominations for the commuter representative position? Seeing none, those will remain open. Any nominations for the engineering representative position? Any other nominations for engineering? Okay.
I do have a letter of I received a letter of intent earlier today. I'm sorry, just let me pull it up. So we will be hosting an engineering election tonight.
Oh, update for me. So, any other nominations for people who are here tonight, since we do have somebody here and running? Seeing none, if I would like to entertain a motion to close nominations for the engineering representative position.
So moved. Second.
Okay. Is Jonathan Honorado here tonight? Okay. Yep.
He told me earlier today that because he had some unexpected time commitments that he would not be able to run and be a representative, so he's pulling out.
Okay. Well, seeing that, there will be a new item of new business coming up later. But for now, are there any other nominations for the position of parliamentarian who are here this evening? Seeing none, I would like to entertain a motion to close nominations for the parliamentarian position.
So moved.
Okay. So our two candidates tonight are Representative Toomey and Representative Smith-Kamatheo. So if Representative Smith, you would like to take the podium, and Representative Toomey, if you could step out, please. Okay, you have 2.5 minutes. You may begin whenever you are ready.
All right. Everything I have to say to you guys is in my letter of intent, so if you want to take a look at that, if you have any questions, I'm open to them.
Any points for the speaker? Vice President Hale.
So, sort of a lesser part, well, not a lesser, I feel like it's very important, but underplayed part of parliamentarian is being on exec. What do you think you can bring to exec specifically?
A fresh perspective. I know we've had at least one new perspective, at least this semester, but I hope to bring my unique perspective as a first-year rep. This is my first year in USG, but and really show what the student group side, because I have more experience in student groups, show what student groups are saying about USG and see how we can better tailor what we do towards them in the student body.
Treasurer Williams.
Representative Smith, you've been very vocal in Assembly, and part of the job of parliamentarians is to remain as neutral as possible and to guide the meeting, make sure that we're all. How do you see making that transition?
When I first began as a rep, I was very quiet, and then I realized that it was my role to be vocal and to be opinionated. As parliamentarian, that's not in my job description, so that's something that I can easily cut away. Parliamentarian works better with my personality type. I'm quiet, I'm analytical, I think before I speak, and I really like to sit down and analyze something for a while and really get the full context of a situation. So it'll be easy for me not to get caught up in everything that's going on, because that's generally how I am, except on Tuesday nights when I'm a rep at USG.
Are there any other points for the speaker? Okay, seeing none. Thank you very much, Theo.
Thank you.
Okay, you have your 2.5 minutes. You can start whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Hello, GA. I'm here tonight running for parliamentarian. And I became interested in the position of parliamentarian earlier this year once I realized just how much I loved Robert's rules and the structure of General Assembly meetings. And as I was talking with now Speaker McKee about the position of parliamentarian, I found out about the additional role of dealing with the bylaws review each year, and we had begun talking about how we review the bylaws, and actually earlier today we had a nice conversation about several of the issues with the bylaws that I felt that I would be able to help with as parliamentarian. And I know that as an exec position on USG, it is a time commitment, which I am quite aware of. I have been dealing with my time management very well this last semester, and I feel that I have the necessary time and energy to devote to this position. Does anyone have any questions?
Vice President Hale.
You mentioned that you'll be on exec. What do you think you specifically can bring to our exec committee meetings?
I think that personally I will be able to bring the freshness and unmolded perspective of the freshman class to exec this year.
Are there any other points for the speaker? Okay, seeing none. Thank you, Connor. If you'd please step out while we discuss.
Thank you.
Agarwal, whenever you're ready.
Does anybody need their iClicker number? Anybody have an iClicker?
Okay, do all voting members have their iClickers to vote? Good, okay. So please vote A to vote for Please vote A to vote for Representative Smith, vote B to vote for Representative Toomey, and as always, C, D, and E are abstaining, though it is worth noting since we do have more than one candidate, they just need more votes than the other one. It is by a plurality election. So,
For 30.
okay, so Representative Smith has it. Colin, if you could let them back in, please. Okay.
Taskbar on the left side to the foundation.
Congratulations, Representative Smith. And with that, is there any other old business? No? Good. Moving into new business, I would like to entertain a motion to introduce Bill B 2117.
So moved. Second.
Is there a speaker in the pro? Treasurer Williams.
Good evening, GA. I'm obviously not Vice President Shaw. She is sorry she couldn't be here tonight. But this is Bill B 21-17. It is to provide funding for rolling funding for student groups, and this nicely printed appendix. You have all of the purchases or requests and their approved amounts. So with that, I am open to points.
Are there any points of clarification for the speaker? Vice President Cruz.
I see like the juggling club has gotten money this time. I feel like they've gotten a lot of allocations lately. Are they spending that? What is that going towards?
Are you talking specifically here about the ad?
Yeah, like I feel like they've gotten funding for their juggling spectacular for like several, I don't know, meetings in a row or something like that. I don't know. I'm just wondering if like, but what is that going towards? Is it being used properly?
I mean, to my knowledge, I wasn't on this specific one, but I know that they've been requesting a fair amount of money for props, and they have been spending it. So, I mean, so yeah, but Treasurer Schloff, do you know, or anybody on the Finance Committee was there for this decision?
I did not make this personal decision. Who funded juggling? Laura, was that you?
I think what it was they were asking for things for one certain event, and we were kind of like, no, like you don't need that, and we denied some of the requests, and then they came back with kind of like a solution, like things that were less expensive, like the ad was black and white instead of color, and like, so it was kind of like making compromises with them, and we decided to fund them for certain things.
Then there are other points for the speaker on clarification. Okay, seeing none. Thank you, Treasurer Williams. Are there any speakers in the con? Okay, seeing none, we will move into discussion. We'll have discussion for 3 minutes on the bill. Are there any points for discussion? Vice President Duna?
Quick question. Do we know I didn't see it anywhere, the remaining balance of rolling funding? Oh, no way. It is? That's the sum of this bill, but I mean like what's left in rolling funding after this bill would pass. Well, that's like, they approved 4,800 out of the 9,100, but I mean, what's left? Does anyone?
Does anyone on Finance Committee happen to know how much will be left in rolling funding after this bill, or prior to it? What amount is there?
Or,
Treasurer Williams?
I believe that we will have 18,000. I remember seeing that number recently on a spreadsheet column total.
Yeah, I believe we spent somewhere around 3,000 to 4,000 so far. Is that correct?
Yeah.
About.
Yeah, that sounds right.
What was
yeah,
that?
I don't know if anyone else in GA would also like to see that, but it'd be kind of convenient if
Yeah.
you guys could crunch those numbers and put them on the bills.
Okay.
For me at least. I don't know.
Are there any other points for discussion on the bill? Seeing no other points for discussion. Oh, Treasurer Williams, I'll hold up a second. Vice President Hale.
So that Colin can look this up, I move to table the bill to be picked up later in the meeting.
Okay, is there any objection to tabling Bill B 21-17? Okay, so there's dissent to tabling it for now, so we'll move into a discussion on tabling the bill. Okay,
When,
Treasurer Sloth?
sorry, the reason why I wanted to say no to that is because these groups need their money like very, very soon. So tabling it postpones it another week.
We can table it and then pick it up again.
Okay, that's fine. Sorry.
So that is permissible.
I have it.
Okay, Treasurer Williams?
We have $18,138.08 currently left in rolling funding. I guess stepping aside from that for just a second, I feel like Juggling Club has. This is just my opinion. I feel like they have been coming for a lot of things, and I realize that we want to enable groups to have great events, but they have an automatic $50 and for a reason, and that's for advertising. And I feel like paying for an ad in the Observer is not the best use of the student activity fee.
As a quick point of clarification for me, Vice President Hale, are you withdrawing your motion to table? Okay, so we're back into discussion on the bill itself, 2117. Representative McHenry.
Call the previous question.
Is there any dissent to ending discussion? Seeing none, we will move into the vote. So please vote A, yes, to pass the bill, B, no, opposed, or C, D, or E, to abstain. And the bill passes. So with that, we have one other item of new business printed. I'd like to entertain a motion to introduce approval of the Elections Commission. Okay. Commissioner Cummins?
Considering I had a small pool to choose from, people not running next year, and the restrictions. You have 2 non-USG members, 2 USG members. I think I did a pretty good job of mixing up gender, different majors, that sort of thing. As you can see in my report here, me, Lauren Bootson, who's a senior BME, Kevin Moeller, he was a former election commissioner a couple years ago, Brittany Radliff, Albert Chu, and Divya. So, open to points.
Are there any points for the speaker? Okay. Thank you, Steve. We will now move into discussion on the approval of the Elections Commission. Approving the commission will require a 2/3 vote in favor of the assembly. So, moving to discussion for 3 minutes. Are there any points for discussion? Any points, Vice President Junior?
I guess I fully believe in this commission. I just want to say to everyone, I'm sure Steve will be reminding us in the future, but I think we really need to get the word out ourselves, take it to Facebook. The link to the website's here. It's all made up nice and pretty, or at least as pretty as we can get it, the website. So send people to the website via Facebook, via snail mail, however you want to do it. Make this commission's job really easy, is I guess what I'm saying.
Okay, are there any other points for discussion on approval of the Elections Commission? Vice President Hale?
Or previous question?
Is there any dissent to ending discussion? Seeing none, we will move into the vote. So please vote A, yes, in favor of approving this commission, B, no, opposed, C, D, or E, to abstain. It does require a 2/3 vote in favor. Congratulations, Commissioner Cummins. You have your commission. Okay, with that, I would like to entertain a motion to reopen nominations for our open engineering position. Second. Okay. are there any nominations for engineering vacancy that we do not have already? Okay. Seeing none, those will remain open. If you have any, make sure you email them in to Angie Brown. Also, I would like to entertain a motion to open nominations for an open arts and sciences representative position that Representative Smith will be vacating. Okay, are there any nominations for arts and sciences representative? Sorry, Representative Vaughn.
Ashley Sowers.
Are there any other nominations? Okay, those will remain open. Again, email them in if you have any. With that, is there any other new business? Okay. Seeing none, we will move into committee reports. President Agarwal, if you have the executive committee report.
I do. All right, so as you can see, one of the first things that is on there is our USG adventure this weekend to Brett Winterfest. Speaker, Nikki, could you please load up our snazzy little slideshow? While he's doing that, I'll continue. We took some great pictures, a lot of fun. It was a little bit chilly, but it was awesome, to say the least. Things I also want to highlight are the SLIG deadline is this Friday. We only have a couple of proposals. I'm assuming it's because people are procrastinating, but please encourage not only students, but any departments that you're close with to submit a SLIG. They can definitely do that. So we'll give you more updates on that later. Also, we've been kind of knocking it in your brain the whole night, election season. Letters of intent due March 1st. Friends, any friends that you have, freshman friends, they're all eligible now for representative positions and executive positions. That is a video. Okay, I will continue. One of the last things I want to emphasize, while you're so distracted by that, is one-on-ones with reps. I know some of you have already approached me about having one. Please, I'd love to meet with you. I know we're in the last leg of the semester. We could talk about anything USG related or your future in the organization. I would love to do that. So just shoot me an email, and you can keep admiring that. But I'm open to points.
Are there any points for President Agarwal, Vice President Hale?
For the SLIG, you mentioned departments can apply. Can individual staff members also apply?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Anybody with a case ID and password can log on to Collegiate Link and submit a SLIG.
Are there any other points for the speaker? Okay, thank you, President Agarwal. Vice President Hale, student life report.
It's all on paper. Any questions?
Any points for Vice President Hale? Okay. Seeing none, Treasurer Williams, I believe you have the finance report.
This past weekend, we met, and Ellen and I, Ellen did a lot of the organizing, so good job, Ellen. We did a mass filing, so we took a bunch of the crazy documents that had been kind of laying around the USG office. There's been a bunch of like big stacks of paper, and so we tried to get those down and filed. It was all well and good, and we were going well. And then we also found out that the USG scanner has a limit as to what it can do, and we called in Speaker McKee and VP Tom Dooner, and they couldn't fix it. It was like out of memory. It was crazy. Anyways, Jaisal said sorry she couldn't be here. However, she does want to say she wants to give a big thumbs up / high five to Representative Toomey for all his work. So I was asked to pass that along. So he's been doing a lot of good work on Finance Committee with the Collegiate Link videos. So big props. Yeah.
Are there any points for Treasurer Williams about the finance report? Okay, seeing none, do either of our treasurers have their presentation for the week? We have your PowerPoint.
I just wanted to tell a quick story. I put in my board report that we are, what did I say? We're looking for new treasurers for next year, sorry. You don't have to have any experience on the finance committee, because I didn't, and I'm here. And if you have questions, just come and ask me or call in. It's a lot of fun, and you actually get to meet like a lot of people, and you get to know about all the events that are happening on campus, and it's like, haha, I funded that, or like, I passed your disbursement.
Are there any points for the treasurers? Okay, seeing none. Treasurer Williams, would you like to take the
Yes.
podium for your questions?
So, first question of the night, if you'd like to get your iClickers out and ready to vote. What is the maximum amount of a disbursement for which a student can receive petty cash as opposed to receiving a check? Choices are A, $50. The thing isn't open yet. B, $75. C, $100. Or D, $1 million. And I actually have candy tonight. Million. I was gonna write that.
How about $10?
$10. $10 is not. $10 is E. And let's see. Very nice. So most of you guys got it correct. The answer is indeed B, $75. If it is anything more than $75, accounts payable cannot give them that much cash in one day. So there's that, and there's some other stuff. So it's $75. Next question. Groups can use their fundraised balances to purchase things such fun events that are not covered in their USG allocated funds, i.e. mass funding and rolling funding. Their fundraised money can be used to purchase all of the following except A, alcohol, B, airplane tickets, C, gift cards and prizes, or D, alcohol, airplane tickets, and gift cards and prizes. Kind of an all of the above, but I thought I'd go ahead and make that clear. It's a very tricky question. Let's go ahead and display it. Wow. So, as it turns out, the thing that we absolutely, positively cannot fund, no matter what it is alcohol. If it is their fundraised balance, they can indeed purchase airplane tickets or gift cards at their discretion. We obviously encourage them to use their money a little bit more wisely, but that is up to their fundraise. We do not really control it, except for obviously they cannot have alcohol. So if you got both questions right, go ahead and raise your hand. Be honest. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to randomly pick a number, and if your iClicker number is closest to that, you get candy. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm just going to go ahead and say if your iClicker is closest to 33.
46.
46. 40. Anything closer to 40? 40. 30. Anything closer than 30? You win candy! Yay! Tonight I have almond joy.
Okay, thank you, Treasurer Williams. Vice President Cummins for Academic Affairs.
Hi there. I forgot two things. Update from fescue this morning. The SAGE's governance proposal is still caught up in some bureaucracy. The School of Nursing and the College of Arts and Sciences still haven't looked at it to be sent to the curriculum committee, then to be sent to the fescue committee, then to be sent to the faculty senate executive committee, then to be sent to the faculty senate proper, and then we will be able to properly change SAGEs. The other thing is kind of cool. Dean Wolkowitz, with his office, is going to start. I mean, you haven't gotten any email yet, but you will soon. On the Mondays, the last Monday of each month, he's going to start a cool program where he meets with students in Twing. There's going to be a lot of good food and stuff. So hold your hats. It's going to be awesome. I'm open to points.
Are there any points for Vice President Cummins?
Can I stay up here real quick?
Sure, yeah, we're going to skip ahead to our Elections Commission report from Election Commissioner Cummins.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to add, besides, invite all your friends to Facebook and invite all your friends and, website, yeah, video thing, was for next year, we looked at the registrar website, and they had all of the enrolled totals for each school. So next year, we're going to have 13 College of Arts and Sciences representatives, 10 engineering representatives, 3 of each of weatherhead and nursing. So I'm open to points. There you go.
Are there any points for Elections Commissioner Cummins? Representative Shaw?
Just to make sure I heard that, there was 3 from nursing and 3 from Weatherhead?
Yes.
All right, cool, thanks.
So I think the only thing that changed was engineering lost one, I think, right? Yes, no, yeah.
Any other points? Okay, thank you, Steve. Jumping back up, Vice President Cruz, Public Relations.
No, I got
As far as I go, I don't have much to say, so I'm not gonna go up there. Everything's basically in my report, other than two details actually. USG SLJC parties from 8 to 11 this weekend in the spot. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Patrick and I and Amaka and I, the 3 of us together, have been planning it. We've got some great food coming, and it's gonna be like 90s / like middle school music dance party. I don't know, everybody's kind of added to the music playlist. It's gonna be awesome. Way like old school throwback. Plus great food. So you should all come, even if you're just stopping by. It's gonna be a good time. Addition to that, and everything else that I have written there, we did our filming yesterday for our USG commercial. Had a few awesome reps show up to help out, and a few non-reps help out as well. So that was a lot of fun, and hopefully our commercial should be ready by this Thursday, which is a really quick turnaround on Ignite TV's behalf. So we should be really thankful and tell them how awesome they are every time we see them. Other than that, I am open to points.
Any points for Vice President Cruz? Representative Shaw?
Yeah, so just out of curiosity, where can we like view these commercials and stuff, and where will they be aired?
It's gonna be airing on Ignite TV, like on the Case channel, and then I think online as well. I don't have confirmation on that though. Oh, and one other thing, I don't have a red spotlight today because I wasn't anticipating this meeting being so short because I have to leave in like 5 minutes, so sorry guys. I'll do better next time.
Any other points for Vice President Cruz? Okay, seeing none. Do any caucus speakers have reports from the caucuses? Representative McHenry.
So the engineering caucus met last week. We have a few goals set for this coming semester. Probably our top goal is peer. Well, actually, that's not our top goal, but I might as well say it. Peer advising is one of our goals. We're going to hold that again this year. Details will be surfacing about that as the semester goes along. Our real top priority is first-year advisors for engineering students. A lot of times we found that many engineering students have first-year advisors, especially in the first semester, that are not within the School of Engineering. I can speak for this. I am a chemical engineer, but my first-year advisor was a music teacher. So we feel that it would be better for engineers to have engineering advisors, and that would help them plan their future semesters better. We're probably going to be working closely with the Academic Affairs Committee on this issue, and more about that will also surface as we work it out. We're probably going to make a meeting with the Dean of Engineering, Jeffrey Dwork, at some point, and I guess that's it. I'm open to points.
Any points for Representative McHenry? Vice President Cummins?
Is the speaker aware that on March 1st, everyone is invited to come to the Think Box for a tour? Yay. Round 2.
Any other points? Are there any other caucus speakers who would like to make a report? Okay, seeing none, going into open forum now. Secretary Brown, if you could read us any feedback from the feedback report.
Nothing to report this week.
Okay. Vice President Cruz.
I have a request. Can we start learning how to make motions? Because saying so moved every single time is not very professional, and it's not very official, and nobody's really going to benefit from it, and I'd really appreciate if we try to work towards learning how to do it the right way, just so that we're doing it the right way, because that's how we're supposed to be doing it.
Any other discussion points for open forum? Representative McHenry.
One thing I forgot to mention, I need the engineering caucus to meet with me for about 5 minutes at the end of GA to determine whether we should meet. We're still going to meet every other week, but I need to figure out whether we're going to meet on committee days or GA days. Just 5 minutes of your time, no big deal.
Okay, any other discussion points for open forum? Seeing none, Colleen, do you have an advisor's report for us this evening?
I do. Just two very kind of relatable things, but for the next how many weeks that are left of the semester, there's almost a division in the time, which is right now we're in the middle of helping to recruit for the organization for the fall. And so sometimes it's been my experience that the current reps get lost in the energy of that. And so I guess I would really challenge you to remember that although we keep encouraging you to think of folks to run, we also want you to understand that your role is so very, very important to the remainder of this academic year, to the remainder of your journey this year as a representative. And I wanted to remind you of something that Ian said, which was to take the everyday and make it very, very special, which I think he demonstrated for us through his slides and various pieces and parts of his life. So on that note, as you try and create an energy for the recruitment, do remember that exec and myself especially, we're very much about helping you to continue in the journey that you're setting yourself up for. So that's the first part. And the second part is, over this year, or for some of you, maybe sooner, when you were recruited or you applied for a position, you have had at least one conversation with a friend who said, I'm so angry about, or this really pisses me off, or whatever. And you said, tell me about it. You had a conversation with them that flushed out how the USG might help. Those are the people that you need to go back to now. And you need to say, do you remember when we had a conversation about, you were really angry about parking? And I said, well, let me see what I can do on my subcommittee. Or here's the open forum or whatnot. These are the people that want to be asked to come to the table. And again, pointing back to what Ian shared with us, it's the folks at the table who want to be there, who are asked to be there, and who feel very passionate about that stay. These are the folks like us who wear cliques. So there's kind of two parts to that, if you don't mind my rambling. One is just know that your role here is critical, that we're only in a season of recruiting. And the second is when you think back to the conversations you've had this year, maybe have a conversation now on your end to see if that person might be interested in serving in this organization. Because I happen to think it's, if not the finest, one of the finest on this campus. So that's all. Thank you.
With that, we're going to move into announcements. I'm going to start with President Agnew.
Okay. Well, I have a couple of things. One thing I just remembered, actually, that I do want to share with you all because it's really exciting. I don't know who it was, but somebody loves us because USG was nominated for a Dorothy Pajan Leadership Award as an outstanding group this past week. And we were also nominated for another award, Best Program Pizza Olympics 2011. So it's all you guys that make this organization, so you should feel proud that, I don't know who it was, even if it was somebody in this organization, that makes me feel very good that you thought that your experience this year was good for that. So that's one thing. And second, I will take this opportunity to inaugurate our new executive board member, Theo Parliamentarian Smith. Yep. All right. Please raise your right hand. I state your name. I, Theo Smith. Do solemnly swear.
Swear.
As an officer of the USG.
As an officer of the USG.
To responsibly represent my constituency.
To responsibly represent my constituency.
To the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
I promise to faithfully uphold the Constitution.
I promise to faithfully uphold the Constitution.
And all appropriate bylaws of the USG.
And all appropriate bylaws of the USG.
As an elected officer, I further pledge to serve the students.
As an elected officer, I further pledge to serve the students
of Case Western Reserve University.
Of Case Western Reserve University.
With integrity and honesty.
With integrity and honesty.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Parliamentarian Smith. Though I will throw you your first snide comment of, really, you had your hand in your pocket during the entire... Okay, are there any other announcements? Representative Ratliff.
So I know this Saturday we have a thing with SEC, but wait, just no? Oh, I'm sorry. But if after that, maybe later in the night, this Saturday, Sigma Psi and Phi Kappa Psi are putting on Heaven and Hell at the Phi Psi house. So come down. It's just like a big dance party. It starts at 10. So that's all.
Representative Vaughn.
The dance party with SLJC is on Friday, actually, and we really hope that you guys all come. We put a lot of work into this so that USG can have fun as a GA. And if you have any requests for music, VP Hale and I are going to be getting it tonight. So send it to me.
Vice President Hale.
Starting this Friday is it's Integrity Week, put on by the Academic Integrity Board. But a week-long set of events just surrounding, integrity. What's the theme this year, Colin?
Fostering a culture of integrity.
Fostering a culture of integrity. Sounds kind of dry, but it'll be a lot of fun.
Hey, Treasurer Williams.
He actually kind of stole part of my announcement, but I'll actually tack on to that slightly personal plug. Next Wednesday, we will be having a mock hearing for iWeek, and I will actually be on trial. So if you ever want to come yell at me or ask why I allegedly cheated, you can come do that. But the other thing, orientation leader applications are live, so they're due March 16th, which is over spring break. So you're gonna be doing fun things and basking in the sun and doing whatever, and then you don't want to have March 16th come up and not have your application in. So make sure to have it in.
Secretary Brown.
Okay, so this Wednesday is for Spot Night. Basic Physics is coming. I don't know if any of you guys know who that is, but they're a techno mashup artist. So if you guys want to come and practice your moves for Friday night's dance with SLJC, you guys should come out. It's going to be a good time.
Vice President Cummins.
I would like to remind everyone that the Whitkey and Jackson Awards are open, so be sure to nominate your favorite mentor or professor. I think those go until March, so I'll be reminding you again.
Representative Shaw, do you have a point?
Just announcing that there will not be a caucus meeting held, but I will stick around for 10 minutes after the meeting if anybody wants to talk or anything like that.
Vice President Junior.
Okay, this doesn't require anyone to do anything, I guess, but it's a cool announcement nonetheless. So this Saturday, if you see a bunch of high schoolers running around the quad, it's because CASE is hosting a Science Olympiad tournament for local high schoolers, and it's a really cool event that CASE does for an outreach event. I think if you're in Greek life and you volunteer, you can get hours or something. I don't know how that works, but so maybe you can do something for it. But it's a really cool event, and I just want to announce that CASE does it because it's really, I did Science Olympiad in high school and had a blast.
Parliamentarian Smith.
You can get Greek life hours for that because I will be there. It's going to be a blast. Also, it is Mardi Nachos this evening at Sigma Nu. Mardi Gras themed nachos. It's going to be fun.
President Agarwal.
Just want to remind everyone that next week is committee week. Another reminder is that the way this works is if there is any business that the Assembly needs to cover, such as rolling funding bills or legislation, we will cover that first. So starting at 7 p.m., we will have an abridged GA, and then we will break out into committees, and we will announce all committees will be meeting here. Not in the TEF room, but in a Delbert, and we will have room reserved, and your respective VP will take you to that room, and you will have your meeting for however long you need to. But next week is committee week, and if we do have GA business to cover, Secretary Brown will make you aware of that ahead of time.
Are there any other announcements to make? Representative McHenry.
Move to adjourn.
Second. Is there any dissent to adjourning? Okay. Good night, guys.